Hello world, it's me, DoctorAinz, and today I want to show you how powerful Vintage Virtuoso can get, I guess. Yeah, it's basically a spotlight of sorts for Vintage Virtuoso. Right? No, Vintage Virtuoso versus HoloDeck Hazards. Keep in mind he's level 39, I believe. Uh, hey, wait a minute. Yeah, this is it. Yeah, I basically just got a message that, and I don't want you guys saying that. Yeah, yeah, it is basically a spotlight for Vintage Virtuoso, see how strong he can really become, and yeah, it's basically a Vintage Virtuoso level. At the end, he becomes like level 40. So let's just take it easy and say he's level 40. Yeah. Yep. Okay. So Vintage Virtuoso level 40 versus HoloDeck Hazards. Keep in mind that he has 4 level 15 moves and 1 level 1 move, which is his burst. Because, well, you know, if I get hit once, then maybe I won't die, but if I get hit twice, then I'm pretty sure I'm dead. But yeah, other than that, let's just see how he performs. Keep in mind that I didn't mess up that much, but there's definitely room for improvement. When I record my, I'm sorry. Usually I record at 30 FPS, but when I record, well, the frame rate sometimes dips a little bit, and that makes me to that causes me to lose some inputs, I guess. And yeah, I have sloppy inputs, if you will. But yeah, as you can see, he packs a little bit of, well, quite the good amount of hit. It's basically a mean being combo machine because he can just keep his enemy almost like locked, but not really locked in the normal sense of the word. But rather, the only way to really stop him is if the AI somehow randomly decides to use a super or any move with invincibility on wake up, that is, because yeah, you can just well, use their, oh wait a second, this is really cool. So here I saw her using her Throne of Isis or whatever, no, Dive of Horrors, and I immediately used my feline reflexes and used my level 1 Supersonic Jazz to basically interrupt her before. I thought I was gonna get hit for sure, but yeah, I managed to interrupt her before Horus even came on screen, so that was really cool. I made some really cool plays in the I made some really cool plays in the next clips, I guess, but I didn't highlight all of those because I didn't want the video to be like an hour long. But yeah. Okay, so as I was saying, it's very easy to hear the burst saves my life. That basically makes the taking the burst alone worth it. Yeah, just because of that. But yeah, finally, as I was saying, it's very easy to just keep the opponent with 3 to 4 stacks of guard break at all times, pretty much at all times, I should say, and then just use your normal just use your normal block string, so that way you can, well, break their guard, I guess. And yeah, you basically keep doing that over and over again, and yeah, he's pretty much unbeatable. He also deals quite a lot of damage, not as much as, well, I'm not exactly sure if he deals this much damage because of the stats that the moves have, which aren't that good for an offensive big band. They're not bad either, but they could be way better. Yeah, over here we have Tres Cheek, which could be a little bit of a problem because of Thorns, but I managed to successfully, well, sort of successfully, semi-successfully, I guess I should say, make short use of her. So yeah, he seems to be quite good. Again, I feel like a broken record at this time, but yeah. I believe right now I run out of energy, and then, you know, well, since I'm a cheapskate, I decided to wait a little. That's why you're gonna see a little bit of a transition here. Yep, I decided to wait a little, and yeah, basically I just went ahead and started playing the silver, what's it called? I don't remember the exact prize fight. Oh yeah, the show me your moves prize fight. That's why I was using a silver team. And yeah, for the other two, I guess, anchors of the team. Well, the other two participants of the team that are basically not going to do anything. I just pick whoever needs experience. Oh yeah, right here I get a little bit nervous, and that's why I preemptively bursted, because I was pretty sure I was gonna get hit, but for whatever reason she decided to start blocking, even though she had all the advantage. And yeah, Untouchable was a little bit of a mess. I played really sloppily. I'm not really sure how to say it, but yeah, I didn't play like I usually do, basically, which is 0 mistakes, 100% efficiency. Yeah, you can pretty much see it in the way the exchanges occur. Just look at that, beautiful waste of a level 1 super. But yeah, for my luck, it's a level 1 super, so well, that's not good. Power just went out in my whole house. So, oh wow, give me a sec. I'm not entirely sure why I worded that the way I did. I can basically just edit the power going out of the video. But yeah, I'm gonna leave that in. Let that sink in. Please, it's very hot outside. But yeah, you can see Vintage Virtuoso just keep doing the same combo over and over again, and yeah, he's just whooping everyone into oblivion. And I gotta say, I don't really like this stage. I feel like it's a little bit dark, I guess. It's really hard to see, especially if any amount of sun is I guess, getting into your screen. And yeah, you can see how I messed up. That's not something that you'll hear me say a lot. I have a reputation to keep, so yeah. What I wanted to do was throw her up and use my level 3 super, and yeah, I sort of did, and she even died, but I ended up not getting the win because she didn't die while the timer was still on. She died after the time already ran out. So yeah, what I should have done was, instead of swiping anyway, just use my level 3, and if she didn't die for whatever reason, then use my level 1, since, you know, the game is very glitchy regarding supers. Well, I'm not sure if it's actually glitchy or if that's just, you know, really weird design choices, but yeah. Over here I was thinking, well, this is gonna be really easy, but yeah. Wildcard Peacock is done with this society, so she has something to say about Vintage Virtuoso packing this much heat, and you know, it's nothing too pretty. Alright, so onto happier things. Yeah, basically I retried the fight that I obviously didn't for no reason whatsoever. No, I didn't lose that fight. Well, I obviously did just to have 100% transparency, yeah. But yeah, okay, alright. Basically retried the fight in the stage that I don't really like, and look who I found, who I managed to find actually. Another Vintage Virtuoso. It's time to show him that I'm the most vintage virtuosost. Basically that my Vintage Virtuoso is better than his. Yeah, better than the AI at least. And yeah, over here I decided to wait and use my level 3 on Beowulf, because usually Beowulf has what's it called, well shoot, and that can, you know, completely obliterate me. So that's why I decided to wait and use my level 3. And since he didn't have well shoot, and I just decided to wait and use my level 3 on Misfortune. Not for any reason in particular, I just, decided that it wasn't worth it to waste my level 3 on him. So yeah, I decided to wait a little, and with, yeah, those 4 fights, well, they were more than 4. But yeah, let's just say with those 4 wins, we can now move on to the last chapter, I guess, to the last level. Yeah, let's see what we have here. Icy Hot and Perfect Dark and Surgeon General. Yeah, right off the bat you can see that this is not going to be an easy task. If you are wondering why, then let me just tell you that if you're benefiting from immunity, you can no longer be inflicted with any debuffs. And what is guard break? Exactly, it is a debuff. So yeah, sorry if I sound a little bit patronizing. I just want to make sure that we are all on the same page. So yeah, Surgeon General is sort of a counter for Vintage Virtuoso in this particular scenario, I guess, because immunity makes it so that I cannot inflict the enemies with guard break, and heavy regen sort of negates my stacks of rage. So yeah, a little bit on the tough side. I somehow managed, no, well, not somehow, I managed to beat Icy Hot because she's a bronze and she doesn't have that much HP to begin with. But now we have to deal with Perfect Dark, which usually is quite easy. But over here, not only is she gaining a bunch of health back, but her signature ability inflicts me with curse after 10 seconds. So if I'm cursed, then I cannot get my signature ability to work. And since Vintage Virtuoso is a buff-based fighter, I sort of have a feeling that he needs to get those debuffs. But yeah. After losing that match, awfully, I hit rematch real fast, and look who do I have to face. The reason I talk so slow is to emphasize the fact that I'm incredibly angry because I freaking hate Annie. Oh my goodness. The worst thing is that I hit her once and then burst, and then her burst makes it so that I can no longer block because of the fact that, well, you get inflicted with guard break, and guard break is so powerful that you can't just get. Oh my goodness, it makes me so angry. I'm not even gonna linger on that any longer. Let's just say that I hit Annie. She hit me with her burst, and that makes it so that I can no longer block because I get my guard crush. So, well, guard broken, guard crushes and everything is, yeah, whatever. And yeah, a lot of damage dealt, but unfortunately not enough because, well, diamonds have a lot of health. Diva intervention has a lot of health also. Not really that much, but it can be a little bit problematic. Over here we have Feline Lucky, which I don't really like after her adjustment. They basically turned her so that she's going to be trash, but 2% of the matches you're gonna want to pull your hair out because of her newfound ability to basically get her booty slapped a million times and get rewarded because of it. So yeah. Well, with that in the past, let's just move on. Another loss, yeah, why not? Yeah. Now I'm fighting Persona Assistant, and this is the point where I came to find that beating HoloDeck casters, I was about to say a curse per experiments. It's, yeah, beating HoloDeck casters with just silver variants, well, with just one silver variant I should add, it's not really that much about skill as much as it is, just having luck, because if I get completely countered, then there's no way that I can, come back or even, you know, attempt. Well, I can certainly attempt, but there's obviously no way in heaven that I'm going to be able to defeat the opponent if, you know, say the opponent completely counters my character and everything that he can do. Yeah. Having two natural diamonds and 1 gold as opponents, it's not really. It's a little bit on the oof kind of side, I guess, because they have a lot of health, and Big Man only being a silver doesn't have that much attack. Even if all I'm doing is, you know, just going to town on them. But yeah, that is besides the point. After losing that fight, I just go ahead with my day. I believe I even stopped playing. Over here I messed up, but thanks to birds I got saved again. But yeah, I returned a little bit more level-headed. You know, I wasn't mad or anything, but yeah, I was a little bit disappointed because, as I said, it's not really much about skill as it is about luck, and, you know, just having an opponent that doesn't completely obliterates your cheap strategy. Here we go, feeling lucky, and here we go. What the hell did I just say? 2% chance of pulling your hair out because I cannot do anything to her. I basically get punished for winning, for landing hits, and yeah, that's not very good game design if you ask me. But what the hell do I know? Do I have a super successful mobile game like the guys at Skullgirls do? Like the guys at Skullgirls do? Obviously not. So what the hell do I know? But yeah, I tried my best right here, but oh my goodness, this pisses me off. Like, oh my goodness, why did that have to happen? She had like 2% HP, and oh yeah, my ability triggers, and now I am invincible. And yeah, I'm not really a fan of abilities that punish you for hitting your opponent. And yeah, there's ways to counter that, but in a random environment, I guess, I basically the best way to play around certain variants in HoloDeck hazards is by not playing around them at all, because there's no possible way that you can play around everything, every crazy defensive variant that the game has to offer. And yeah, over here with the sourness, with the saltiness and all that, my salty tears and whatnot out of the way, I end up fighting what I thought was going to be a very easy match. Is basically my rematch against Wildcard Peacock and 2 of her newfound comrades, because she, as you know, her 2 previous ones completely died. So yeah, she found 2 new gals to play with, which are Pyrotechnic Valentine, which is an offensive Valentine, so it should be pretty easy to deal with her, and Necrobreaker Squiggly, which, believe it or not, can be a little bit of a time waster. It's best to deal with her by tagging her first, fighting her first, and then use force attack out when she triggers her defensive ability, her second life, if you will. Yeah, over here, that was a quick pause to check what her check what her signature ability is, because I don't really fight that many Necrobreakers because, well, I don't know why. But yeah, I just basically go to town on her, and as you can see right here, just following my own advice, I take advantage of Big Band's incredibly busted, incredibly powerful level 3. Yeah, that makes it that my last hit is gonna be a precision hit, and that way she no longer activates her reviving abilities. So yeah, that was HoloDeck hazards with only a silver Vintage Virtuoso. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Ciao ciao. Wah, wah, wah.